Hey, we back at it again. What's up, YouTube? You already know I'm AllCity with AllCityLiveTV.com, and thank you for tuning in. It's looking like 2K is going to be free to play sooner than we think, and I'm going to show you guys exactly why. If you want to know like where a company is headed, where a gaming company is going to head in the future, the best way to do that is to follow the money, and that's what we're going to do in this video. We're going to follow the money to see where 2K is headed if we follow the parent company and Take-Two Interactive. This slide that you see right here is the expanding market opportunity. Now it showcases the expected CAGR. This is the compound average growth rate. Now this is the amount of money that they expect to receive between any given 2 years. And as you guys can see here, from 2020 to 2021, look at the amount of growth represented in billions. That's from 208 to 233 and is only expected to increase way past that. So that's for Take-Two Interactive as a whole, and that's representing the entire global video game market. Now we go to slide 8 to kind of get some numbers here to help you guys understand like where gaming is headed, where basketball simulation is headed. These numbers here will help you better understand that whether you're a content creator or you're just a gamer in general. 2.8 billion global video game players in 2021. Now the market is wide open, and there was a 6% increase in gamers from 2015 to 2020. The average gamer is 35 to 44. Why is this important? Let me break this down for you guys, why this is important for Take-Two Interactive to showcase to potential investors. The average gamer between 35 and 44 is going to be more solid and more secure in their finances, and this means that there's an increased chance for recurrent spending, and that's going to be great for potential investors to actually see in an investment report from Take-Two Interactive. There was 28 billion hours of gameplay watched across Twitch, YouTube gaming, and Facebook. That's all of this right here, 28 billion hours. So if you're a content creator and you're thinking, man, I don't know if I should get into, gaming, this slide in particular showcases how big the gaming industry actually is. Gaming is poised to become the #1 entertainment vertical in 2021. 495 million estimated size of global esports audience in 2020, surpassing global audience for many traditional sports. And we're talking about IRL sports. The gaming industry, esports industry for gaming, is actually surpassing that of actual sports out there. So that's just something to keep in mind as well. And the size of the mobile gaming market in 2020 is 86 billion. This goes to show you where like these gaming companies are actually going to maintain their focus in the mobile market, because everybody has a phone or a mobile device in their hand. 75% of all US households have at least one person who plays video games. Now I know a lot of you guys are interested on whether or not 2K could possibly be free down the line, and this one slide in particular really showcases how 2K has the potential to be free down the line, a free to play game, and I'm going to tell you guys exactly why. On the bottom here it shows recurrent consumer spending is up 38%, and I need you guys to understand what that means, because the top bar represents actual unit sales, so full game and other sales. This is that greenish type of bar here. But the orange bar represents recurrent consumer spending. Now take a look at the trend. And if you understand the trend in finances, then you understand where your product is going to actually head to. And if you see the trend, recurrent consumer spending is up 38%, but they don't have any percentage value for the top bar, which is the actual full game unit sales. And if you look at the trend here, it's down, and this is represented in millions. The trend for recurrent spending, as you guys can see, from 628 in 2017, and it has continued to trend upward, where it's currently at 2,251, and that's a continued trend upward as the years go on. But if you look at the trend for actual unit sales, that's going downward. There was a spike up in 2019, but after 2019, it continued to go down. So from 2017, 1,276 million, that dropped in 2018. It spiked up in 2019, and then in 2020 it kind of dropped again, and it's going to continue to trend downward. What this means is that it's going to be more lucrative, it's going to be better for these gaming companies as recurrent spending is actually taking over. They just want to get the game in a player's hands so they continue those in-game transactions. And as you can see, recurrent spending actually took over. There's a higher amount of money in recurrent spending than there is in actual unit sales. It's almost doubled for that matter. So there's a huge possibility that 2K could be free sooner than we think, free to play, just so they could get the game in the consumer's hands so that they can make in-game transactions, and they may be more inclined to make those in-game transactions. Let's go over to slide 27 and show you guys something else here. It says free to play, implementing new business models, free to play. 24 free-to-play titles launching between the fiscal year 2022 and 2024, including titles from 2K, Social Point, and PlayDosh. And to take it back to this slide here, it shows you that the mobile market, which is the green bar at the bottom, the mobile market is by far taking over the global video game market. And the mobile market usually offers free-to-play games with in-game purchases. If you guys haven't noticed, if you try to go and like download a game on your mobile device, usually there's a lot of in-game purchases, and it really sours the industry. But a lot of people do just download the game to test it out, and if they enjoy it, then they make those in-game purchases to continue playing. And it looks like that's where console gaming is going to end up as well. The yellow bar up top is actual physical software. So like if you purchase a disc from GameStop, things like this, if you could see the trend for that, what they have in line for that, it stays pretty much the same. But if you look at the mobile trend, that continues to grow, the green bar, and also the digital console trend continues to grow as well. So they may indeed just go free to play, especially 2K may indeed just go free to play, because Take-Two Interactive is quickly seeing that recurrent spending is far outweighing the unit sales, all other expenditures that they could just kind of relinquish and just go strictly to digital sales. Not to say that they wouldn't have digital unit sales, but just mean to say I think it's in their best interest to kind of go free to play, so that way they can get the game in a lot more consumers' hands. And as you guys have noticed, 2K has been offering a free download of the game just to get the game in players' hands out there. If you guys find this content helpful and or informative, please consider dropping a like on the channel. Mash that like button. Also, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing if you want to find your way back, as we intend to have a ton more content. We're gonna follow the money and see where our favorite games are headed. Until next time, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all.